Hello and welcome. This is T-Minus Today. My name is Dave. We need to talk about SpaceX and what they've been doing over the past couple of years and months and weeks and where they're going from here. April 22nd, 2020, SpaceX launched another 60 satellites into orbit on their Falcon 9 rocket. Now, these satellites are part of the Starlink constellation that they've been making. They currently have 422 satellites orbiting the Earth in this constellation. And what they're trying to do is have a low latency network of satellites so you can have broadband internet for the masses. I think they're looking at around $89, $99, $100 a month or something for this internet. A lot cheaper than regular satellite. And that would be pretty amazing, right? You have this internet that you pay $100 a month for. It's fairly low latency. It's essentially Wi-Fi wherever you go. It's just an internet connection that you can have anywhere. They launched 60 at a time every time they launched up a Falcon 9 rocket, and I wanted to watch that with you. So here we go. Mission control. 30 seconds from launch on the Starlink mission. Bottom right-hand corner, the Falcon 9 computers have taken control of the countdown, and they're going to do T-minus 10 right now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
oh yeah,
3,
here we go.
2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff.
So it's interesting. They actually ignite the thrusters and leave it clamped down until they make sure that it's good to go, and then they release it afterwards. It's pretty cool.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
That's so cool. Bottom left is your speed and altitude. Coming up on max Q. We're not going to watch the whole thing here. You can go watch it yourself. I'll have a link in the description. Pretty cool. I did want to kind of talk about it a little bit. So main engine has cut off. The fairing separates. And then it falls back down. The cool thing about this fairing is that it has been reused. And another interesting, if you haven't been following it, the last two Falcon 9 rockets that have gone back down to Earth. So on your left-hand side, that Falcon 9 rocket is actually going to... Your left? Or do I have it flipped? I don't know. On the left side of my screen, that Falcon 9 rocket is going to go back and land. The last two Falcon 9 rockets have not landed successfully. One of them, they were trying to do it in really high winds, higher than normal. And then the one before last, they had an issue with the cleaning solution that got stuck in between the Merlin engines. So they're going to try and see if they can land this one. Wait for it.
Stage 1, landing leg deploy.
Landing leg deployed.
Stage 2 FTS is safe.
Nice.
There it is. Let's see. We have cheers. We have a rocket.
Very nice. Awesome. Thank you. So that's one of the things that SpaceX has been doing for the last while, and they're going to continue to do it. But they also have a new rocket that they've been making called Starship, and Starship is a much bigger vehicle than Falcon 9. So they're using new engines. They call them Raptor engines. They're going to have 3 engines on the bottom of this Starship, and they've been testing it. They've already done a couple of hop tests with a single engine. Now they're building this giant rocket called Starship. And they've done SN1, SN2, and SN3. They've been doing pressure tests, and they've all failed. So this is the pressure test for SN3. You can see it there. Just collapsed in on itself. And, oh, that's a big structure. Boom. So that didn't quite work out for them. But they had another pressure test that did work out better for them. So this is SN4, short for serial number 4. This is the Starship pressure test. They're just testing it. Nothing happens because it passes the pressure test, which is awesome. This is the 4th time they've been testing like a fully built Starship prototype. And yeah, it passed the test. So after it passes the test, we're looking at 2 to 3 weeks to maybe mount some engines on it and maybe do a 150 meter hop. Let's stay tuned for that. And another really exciting thing is happening on May 27th. There's a historic mission. The SpaceX Crew Dragon spacecraft, so it's the Dragon capsule on top of a Falcon 9 rocket, is going to be launching 2 astronauts into space. These astronauts are Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley. They're going to be wearing their SpaceX suits. They're going to be launching up to the ISS on May 27th. That's the tentative date. That can always change due to weather or to other issues that come up when they're testing these Falcon 9 rockets. If there are any issues whatsoever, they're going to delay that launch, and that's going to be a very important launch for SpaceX and for the United States of America as well. So they're going to be calling that mission Demo 2. Demo 1 was sending Dragon up to dock with the ISS autonomously and then coming back down to Earth with a successful landing. This is going to be Demo 2, and I think they're going to stay up there for a few months, maybe 5 or 6 months, and then they'll come back down after that. Going to be pretty cool. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and we will see you next time.